I'm trying to do firstly is I'm just make a simple exercise, and then we will screw up the speed and so on. And we start with a business and a story that I have myself personally experienced. And we have an airplane, a Ryanair. I don't know if you know it, but it's one of the largest businesses in flying passengers all around the world, and it has gone like this because it actually focused on having cheap tickets and then do some business models around. So now you can see the multi-business model thing. And what they did was they disrupted actually the whole ecosystem, because those old businesses, they couldn't follow them in the first time. They didn't get what they were doing. And also, although they had a lot of high-paid or expensive employees, they had read the old books and they had not understood what they were really doing here. So they got into bad shape, the old businesses. So it's Ryanair, and are you ready? Shall we go in the groups immediately to sit together? Are you okay with that? Yeah, so if you start to, all the ones goes over here, 2, 3, 4, so you sit together, and when you note, is that okay? Then I rented an apartment, and then we lived in a very nice place in Italy, outside of Rome, where the Romans, they really go when they want to have very nice food. It's called a small city called Frascati. You should really go there. There are many places in Italy that's nice. We can talk about that. But the thing was, I was living in Frascati. I had to go up to my research center in Aarhus University and be there for a fortnight and come back again. And now you have to make the notes, because every time you see a business model, you have to note it down, because this has to come up here. Okay? So what we talked about was that any product, any service, any process you see is a business model. So anything you see. So now the story starts. So I go on to the internet from my apartment in Frascati, and then I find Ryanair. And Ryanair has a ticket where I can fly from Italy to Aarhus and return for €2, which is equivalent to how much? You have the calculator.
180.
Yeah, it's cheap. Yes. So, please note down also the price, because you will have to use that very soon in this B-board, and because you have to find out where does the business model actually belong to, in the green or the red zones. Is it operating or is not operating? Do you get my point? Okay. So then I ordered a ticket, and then I had to have a taxi also. And at the Ryanair website, there was actually possibility to also book a taxi. So I booked a taxi for what was equivalent to €30. Then in the morning, the taxi came 5 o'clock. It took me up and took to the nice airport called Ciampino, most secure airport in Italy. Even the president and the prime minister, they will fly out of there because it's a military thing. And Ryanair has a deal with them so that they can. When I come up to the desk to check in, the lady, she asked me, "Do you have your boarding pass?" No, boarding pass? Yes, yes, but I have this paper here. No, you have to have a real boarding pass. I don't have. Okay, but that's fine. Then you should just go walk down here, a little bit down, and then we have some service here. I come down, go in, and then the lady, she smiles and she says, "Yes, we can print it out. It costs 42 euros." I said, "What?" But yes, but the flight is going very soon, so I paid the 42 euros. I go back to the desk, the lady smiles again, and then she checks me in. I go then to the security, go through the security, and then I come to the gate and want to go out to the airplane. Then she sees my small baggage. And she says, "Oh, sorry, you have to take this small bag and put it into this thing here, and then it will measure if it's too large." Unfortunately, it's too large, so we can't take it, except if you pay another 30 euros. Okay? and then she says, "Okay, then everything is fine." We walk up to the flight. We go up. We have our seats. I can see that there is one person that has paid an extra 10 euros to get extra. And then, you know, when I was sitting down, I thought really this was really a very hard experience. And then she said, "Okay, take out for Billund up here, you know, Lego, that's the headquarter of Lego." And then there was a nice lady when we were up in the air that started to serve coffee. It was 5 euros. Then I thought I needed some to eat, so they had a small pizza. That was another 10 euros. Then I thought this is getting very, very critical. So I thought, why not try to also have a whiskey? So that was another 10 euro. And then I started to think about, I have ordered a car when I come to Billund. And that car I ordered through Ryanair. And it was actually not so expensive, because it was 300 euros for having the car for a fortnight. So then we were flying. Then suddenly another lady comes with perfume. Oh, my wife, she has very soon a birthday, so I have forgotten the gift. So I asked her for some nice perfume, and that was another 15 euros. And then we were close to Billund. Then they said, "Okay, we have a lottery. If you pay 7 euros, it's a discount from 10 to 7. You have 10 tickets in the lottery, and you can win a whole new car or 1 million euros." Then we landed. I came to the fortnight and come back again, and the same, as you can imagine, happened all the way, except I have not forgotten the boarding pass. Okay? So now you have to just replicate all the way back. The taxi was another 30 euros again. And then I didn't take a whiskey, I took a gin tonic instead. Same price. Okay? So with all these business models, I would like you to put them on the board, draw a board that looks pretty much like this. If you get any kind of bubbles, then it could be, for example, something you think could be good for them. You draw them up and put them in the bubble there. Okay, I forgot one thing, because when I was reading my newspaper, I saw that Ryanair actually were trying to work with an idea, and that was that people should pay to go for the washroom. And they were thinking about having it costing about 10 euros. So if you were in deep trouble, you should really have this one. Okay? Then no more information. Quick and dirty, up, put it on here, and then see what the result will be in the...
So we can end this session with start after 5 minutes.
Yes, okay, fine. But you, if you want to work with it right now, you can do, yes? Okay?
सबसे पहले लाइट्स पे बंद किया
And we have to distribute these also. So all the magnets are over here.
4, 5, 6, 7.
ठीक है वहाँ से
I think like one of them that is So what this is concept prototype implementation and not introduction and then code.
Once you start drawing,
And then it's dying. Okay? Yeah.
And it's just what is बार इन्हीं को ही दिखाना है
Where they are.
पूरा घुमा के ना
When they are in stocks, or if they are mature in the business model. It's just what you think. Then afterwards, when we go into the business, we go into.
वो नहीं आ रहा है आपका नहीं आ रहा है लास्ट
क्या करना है इसको?
You can turn it a little bit.
Yeah. Just tell me.
Yeah. That's fine.
हाँ ठीक है करना क्या है इसको? जाना है क्या करना
के पास है ये
I put them on the board where you think they if you say okay the whiskey, okay, if you go here and you say okay whiskey, it's maturity maybe if you think so. Okay. Then you have to draw.
Okay.
Yeah. For the,
So basically, what are these 4 zones? Like the 4 zones are A, B, or like
Yeah.
what do we call these?
Over here you have zone A, that is business model that are in innovation. On the
Innovation.
way. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is also innovation, but here you are losing money.
Okay, here we are losing money. Okay, Roshni?
Yeah. And over here it's operating now, it's in the markets, it's in the ecosystem.
Okay, it's in the ecosystem. Basically, what's operating now? What's in the ecosystem.
Yeah, and here you earn money on the business model, here you lose money.
Here we lose money, here we earn money.
Yeah.
It's a profit loss.
Yeah. It's a profit and loss, and that's when you have them all mapped, then you can see where the business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Basically, the mapping of the entire business.
Yes. Now we start just with as we normally do with business models. Then next time we okay.
The sustainable, like it comes after the business is already operating in the system, right?
You can also create a business model so that it's already sustainable before
From the very first stage itself.
Yeah, but many business models, like for example the scrap yard, you cannot change it because it has already been produced. So you have to work with that. It's too easy to just start from scratch.
Professor Peter, shall we start?
Yeah, you can start anytime.
Yeah. So you can start this session with any.
Yeah, but I think they need a little bit more time to work, but so we can. They need a little bit more time, but it doesn't matter. We can start saving, and then I can start talking a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
इसको ऐसे रोटेट ही करते रहना. ठीक है.
You understand what I'm trying to do? No, not actually. Okay. And so all the business talk about whiskey, coffee, and so on. You have to put on then find out where do you think. So all the business model that you have heard about in the small story I gave you, you have to identify and then put them on the board. Do you think they are earning money on it? Are they losing money? If they are earning, it's up in the green. And if it's, for example, the coffee, it's already introduced to the ecosystem. Yeah.
Now, guys, we are going live on YouTube now. Okay. So please be careful, huh?
Yeah.
2 minutes. Actually, he wants to see it. Any problem? Link is already there. Link is already there.
ये नया स्ट्रीम खोलो.
नहीं तो नया मत खोलो ना, लिंक है ऑलरेडी. बुलाएं किसी को.
If you have a business model of 2 euros, it's doubtful that you can earn on it. So it might be. So just to give you some guide. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Airport के perspective से, इसके perspective से.
Okay. So all the business model you identify firstly, and then you have to find out where are they introduced to the market or the ecosystem. Then they are on the right side, and if they are still on innovation, they are on the left side. On the right side you have green up here. That's a business model that they are earning on, and here down you have red. That's business model that they are losing money on. Okay? Yeah. And on the left side you have the innovation, where you if you heard any business models that they were innovating on, for example, then you put them over here, and then you will find out are they spending money on it to innovate. Yeah.
And also, have you heard anybody that will sponsor the innovation? Then it goes to the group. Yeah. Okay? Yeah? Good. So firstly, are you okay? Yeah. Okay. Is and now have you identified some business models? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So now you just have to put on here. And over here, they are already in the market, in the ecosystem. Over here, they are in the innovation. Yeah. All the business models that I told about, those you can write down whiskey, coffee, so on, and then put them here. Okay? Yeah? And what about you? So have you identified some of the business models? Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah.
No,
Yes, yes.
You can use this instrument.
Yeah, and all of these are small hexagons that you can get all that and then put them on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But unfortunately, you can see that the boards are not magnetic, so you might have to draw them up and then color them. Okay? Yeah. Okay.
We are thinking from the business's perspective,
Yeah,
right?
Ryanair.
From
Ryanair, yeah. It's Ryanair. Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
We are doing curriculum.
Yeah.
Back checking.
Yeah.
Prototype is before launching a product. There's a very
You're okay? You're not one. Yeah, it looks fine. It looks very fine. It's a board I have never seen before. And you understand this that here you are losing your money in the red zone. The dead phase is over here. All the dead business models are over here. Yeah, because it's like, product life cycle. It goes introduction, growth, maturity, and they die. Yeah, and then they go over. Yeah, and then they die. Okay? Yeah, and just what you think, yeah, because you don't have detailed numbers here, you have some prices, but you don't have detailed numbers. Okay? The product life cycle starts here, it goes like this. Over here you have the innovation phase. Yeah. So here, for example, the payment of the toilet. Yeah, the payment of the toilet would probably be over here because they have not introduced it to the market yet. Okay? Yeah? Yeah?
Five.
Okay. You have a jacket.
Car. 300. Everything would be, getting affected by inflation. So price तो बढ़ेगा ही. तो maturity कहाँ से होगा?
Okay. So the first thing you just is friction. You just put it where you think it is. Just don't be so focused on the numbers, except of course if you have a number say €2 for a ticket, and then you think about the flight from Italy to Billund and back again. It's a question if you can earn on €2. Yeah. But all the other things, €42 for printing out and so on. That's where the ticket is less important. And that's why they grow to be one of the largest airplane companies in Europe. Simply because they're thinking differently. Yeah. It's definitely over here, and then €42, I would say it should be in the green zone because you don't have costs that much, so it would be in the upper part of but the big question is, of course, so is it challenging? So please.
red zone is where you lose money on the business model. So it means if you have a turnover minus the cost, then it's going into minus. Then it goes in the red area. Yeah, and if you have a turnover and then you have less cost,
It's already there in the ecosystem.
yeah, that's how it works.
That is,
Yeah.
it is already there in the
So, and still, you just have to imagine, what do you think? Because you don't have all the detailed numbers in real, you have to be on the back. Never come there. Yeah.
तो ताकू आटा लोटा तो जगह है
Have you taken any bubbles?
ना ये लोग ताकू सारे देख से
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
और लाइक
Yeah. Okay, yeah. If you have a business model that you are invoicing the customer, then it can never be on this side. It's always on this side. Because this one line distinguishes between innovation and operation. Yeah. So if you have a check-in that costs 40 euros, it will always be on that side. Yeah. Yeah, that's also. No, it's real. It's real. They are taking 7 euros from the customer. Then it has to be on that side.
only washroom was the idea.
Yeah, that one. Yes. Yeah. And you also see, when you do this, you get a picture of what is the business doing. And if you only have one over here and it's totally empty, then you are not prepared for the future. Because you should actually have some business models that are on the way. Yeah, that also has to be over there. Yeah. Because you're invoicing the customer for 50 euros, and it's not, when you get the money, it's not.
What we need to do is that we have to think of some innovation which can be done.
Then if you get some bubbles on innovation, then you just put them here.
Excuse me. Like there's a scope for innovations, right?
Yeah.
That we have to have. Bubbles. We have to add bubbles.
Yeah. So you just have to.
We think there could be some sort of innovation.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's for the business. It's for the business. Yes. So it's a Ryanair's perspective. It's always Ryanair's. So. So I think you were very quick. Yeah, but the trick is that if you invoice the customer, you get the money, then you have a business model, you have gotten the full scale of a business model, then it has to be on the right side, because it's operating. But if you have a business model, for example, the toilet thing, and it's just something that you are working with in innovation and thinking about, then it's on the left side. And then the lottery, you actually pay 70 euros, and you get 10 tickets, and then you have a chance of winning, but then it's also over here. Yes. And Yes, and that is a challenge for business. It's a big challenge if you don't have prepared some innovation over here. You eventually see that those that are killing it, they will die, and then you have nothing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But you can also maybe think about with some bubbles what could be something that Ryanair could do in the future. Yeah. During the process when you are discussing, you could put that on. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Okay. Good. Yeah. Oh. Okay. You have the perfume over here. Yeah. No, but the thing is, if you sell a business model and you get you invoice the customer and then you get the money, then it's always over here. Then the question is, if we are earning, then it's in the green area. If we're losing, then it's in the red area. Yeah. So all business model that you have invoiced and got the money, you need to have the full circle of a business model. Then you have a business model. If, for example, there are many that says we have this and this business model, we have sold this and this, but if they have not invoiced, not got the money, they don't have any business model. Yeah, does it give meaning? Yeah. So when you do the accounting, it will show the turnover. Yeah. Probably there could be some that have dropped down, but it seems you have no one here. The toilet I will actually place over here because it's in innovation. Yeah. It's in innovation. They have not decided and finished it. Okay? Yeah. Innovation over here, and then it goes over this corner here, and then it turns into a business model. Yeah. Okay. Super. Yeah.
We have done implementing the concept of portable toilets, which will reduce the operating costs of compressing toilet system.
Okay. Yes.
So that one we have kept. Also, in case of gifts, we can opt for eco-friendly gifts. We can give them plants and all. In India we do that.
Yes.
And when it comes to vehicles, we can go for e-cars.
Paying already so.
Oh, you are. It's really good. Yes.
And also
Digital tickets. We are looking forward to totally scrap the boarding pass system, the printed boarding pass system, and we are opting for digital tickets.
Okay. Yes.
Just for the boarding pass, he had to pay 42 euros. So other than that,
no
he can
need
just
No, and but also I think also it'd be a challenge to have a sustainable business model in the future on that one, because people will start to think, no, we don't.
They don't need a boarding pass. 42 euros are
Not too much for boarding pass. All they have to do is to check if this is that is the particular person or not. For that 42 euros is something. I think it can be scrapped.
We can also like the coffees and whatever we serve, we can serve it in a sustainable packaging or
Collapsible glass.
collapsible.
These are all in the system.
That
many
can be
businesses are coming
implemented.
up with the things like collapsible glasses and all.
Yeah.
Paper cups and all.
Yeah.
Paper cups obviously not. This would create more waste.
Bamboo cups.
Yes,
Paper
collapsible glasses are there. Which takes up less
reduce the
space
waste.
and also leads to low cost. So this is the innovation we are looking forward to.
Okay, super. I think we are in a position where we could maybe go a little bit around and then hear what the different groups have done. Okay? Have everybody finished? Or do you need 5 minutes more? Yeah, it's and when you have a startup business, a real business, it's great fun. Yes, but because you really get a picture of what is going on in the business. Yes, yes. Okay. I know that you would like to stay here all night, but I think maybe we should see some groups and have them just to explain what they have found out, and then we can discuss it in forum. I don't know who would like to. Would you like to present? Shall we all gather and then we can hear what they have found out? Okay. Because then we can learn from each other and we can discuss a little bit.
So in our model, we have introduced the concept of portable toilets, which will obviously reduce the operating costs of setting up real composite toilets. They have a lot of operating costs. Portable costs are very lean when it comes to costs, so we have implemented that. In terms of gifts, we are trying to implement eco-friendly gifts. Like in India, we have a culture of gifting plants, saplings and all.
Yeah.
So we are implementing that.
Okay, so for cars, if we can see, he's paying 300 euros and 30 euros for the cars. What can we do is that we can use all the e-cars that are present so that we can sustain in the environment, we can reduce the energy
Carbon
footprints. And if we see the digital tickets for boarding, he gave 42 euros for a boarding ticket, which is not required. And so we thought rather than giving physical tickets, we could use the digital ticket idea so that we can scrap off all the paper wastes.
Last are the cups. We have seen like many businesses are coming up with the idea of collapsible glasses. And which obviously reduces paper waste and all, paper cups waste and all. And so we are looking forward to implement this thing, collapsible glass concept, in terms of in the category of foods and beverages, whatever it is. Yeah. So here is our innovation.
Yes.
Summed up whole in this board.
And are there some comments from the audience? Is there something that you want to change? Yeah? Okay, shall we take another group? Thank you very much. Shall we give them...
Thank you.
Okay. Which group would like to present? Your group? Over here? Yes? Please, maybe you should just take it a little bit more this way so that the camera can see. Okay, please. Do you need the mic? No. Okay, good.
As an idea, then Rotary also as an idea, because these things in India is not that relevant, and so we have added this pay in use and this lottery as an idea in our innovation model.
Yeah.
Because pay in use in airports are not that necessary,
No.
and not that it doesn't need to be added. Like it cannot be used for revenue generation. So we have aided as an idea, and then lottery also as an idea, because in India we have seen that many people used to go for lottery and others methods for getting profit. So it can be an idea. So we have, but through this we can't generate a profit. So we have added this to in the innovation.
Yeah.
And then coming to the end, this car rent. Car rent we have also added in a innovation in implementation category. Then we have added in introduction. We have in a business model. We have not added anything here. In ticket, we have added ticket in growth, because through tickets we can generate profit. Then printout. Through printout also we can generate profit. It is a necessary thing, because someone can forget the tickets, and so from those we can generate a revenue. So we have, and which can also lead for the growth of the for the revenue. So we have added in a growth.
Yeah.
Then coffee and whiskey and these things we need daily, on a daily basis we need. And in India we have a concept that tea and coffees are needed by every person. Like every person drink tea. So we have this will go. So we have added, and this will also lead to maturity of the business, of growth for the business. So we have included in a growth part, which will it's a daily activity, because it is a daily need. Then luggage is also an important thing. So we have added luggage in the maturity, but it does and taxi also. These things are mandatory. So we have added in a maturity part. And then we have perfume. Perfume, like somebody likes it, somebody doesn't like it. So we have included it in a marketing strategy, but it can lead to loss also, because not every person will like it. So we have included in a loss part. Then leg spacing is also not that necessary, that anyone will not pay for that. So this can also lead to decline of the business. So we have included that leg spacing in a decline part, because this can lead to a declining of the business, because it is not that needed.
No.
So
Okay, fantastic. Okay, super. I think also many of you have now kind of understood that no business model can be on the left side if they are invoicing. If you are invoicing a customer and you also have to get the money in the bank, then you have a full circle business model. Because many entrepreneurs, they claim that they have a business, but if they have not sold anything, they don't have any business. And many that also claim that they are green, but they are not really green. They cannot claim that they have a green business model or circular or sustainable. So the whole setup around this is important when we start to work with the next case. I'm a little bit unsure about timing and so on.
Yeah, we have time now.
We have time now, so we can take another group over here. Thank you very much. And is that the group?
Yeah, Karan, your group. Yeah, please start.
Can you see? Yeah. Oh, thank you.
This is Ryan in the So, first of all, I would start off by saying the things that we would like to exclude. The things that we would like to exclude are, I believe, the gift. I think that won't be built under Ryan here. So, presenting it here wouldn't actually make sense. Same goes with the lottery. It's nowhere related to the company and the profit, so we have not included it here.
Okay.
So that it's not built under business, because that's something personal to the person who is gifting it to his wife. So we've excluded it. This one, we have mentioned the 300 euros, the taxi rent under innovation loss, because we are saying 300 euros is spent for a fortnight for the taxi. So it depends on the person. If the person tends to travel a lot, it's actually a loss for the company.
Yeah.
If he tends to travel over 100 miles a day, just because he has access to the taxi and he's able to travel,
Yeah, okay.
it is actually loss for the company. So we are putting it here. Extra weight, you're charging extra baggage, so we're putting it under innovation. Okay, and here this 30 euros for the taxi when he's taking the taxi towards the airport. He's taking it for 30 euros, but this cost can be actually reduced if he tries to take a public transport. So if that is done, it will come somewhere here under innovation part, where is the loss for the company.
Yeah.
But since he's actually opted for this, we are putting it here because it profits the company, because the cab was ordered through the company. And yeah, obviously 42 euros for a boarding pass feels like a scam, because this nulls the $2 that he pays for returning back.
Yes.
Because he's paying an extra 42 euros,
yes.
so it doesn't make a lot of difference because he's paying 42 euros more. So you might be happy while he's booking the return ticket, but this nullifies the entire thing because he's paying for the boarding pass.
That's right.
And yeah, 10 euros for the pizza, coffee, and whiskey is anyway benefiting the company, the liner. And yeah, 10 euros for the extra space. This is quite innovative, but obviously the company benefits off this. So this is a picture that we have got. We have excluded the things that are not required for the company. And this is something that we would picture that would look on a billboard for
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much. I want just to comment on one thing here. And just hold on, listen, is that some of you take the viewpoint from Ryanair business viewpoint, okay? So it means that, for example, this up here, you take Ryanair as the business. And some of you take the perspective from maybe the customer and the user. And this is exactly what this one can be used for. Because you can take the viewpoint from the business side, but you can also take it from the user and the customer side. And it actually gives two different inputs to the later innovation. And we could also maybe take it from the supplier side with the networks, then we just turn it around. And we could also take it from the employer side. So the employer in your side, he likes a whiskey. He feels that it's very nice that he has a good hotel when he is out there and so on. That actually he finds is good, and that's why he works in the business. So the B-Star can actually be used with different viewpoints, and what is important is to stress initially which viewpoint are you working from. Do you get my point? So and you know, when you have marketing lectures, I guess you have marketing lectures, is that right? Then the marketing is often you know, from the customer's perspective in some sense, and that is only giving one view of how the business model functions. And this is something that we have to work with a little bit more in the future, because you could, for example, have a supplier that says, I don't care about if it's green. In the night we just make it like this, and then they come up with some raw materials with this business model where he's actually measured on the green, and then suddenly it goes into some process and a situation where a customer discovers that they are actually cheating, and then the business is damaged. So these viewpoints are often very interesting to have. Another thing I just want to again say, that is, if there is an oil invoice, if the money has gone to the bank account, I don't know what bank is called when it's Bitcoin you pay with. But anyhow, then you have a full circle of a business model, and then it actually is in the ecosystem. It's actually on the right side of the B-board. No business model that have not been invoiced, you have not got an income, can be on the right side. They must be on the left side. Do you get my point? So it means that when you identify a business model where there is an income on, then it must be on the right side. And if it's not, then it's in the left side. We will work a little bit more with this. And what is the time now?
Yeah, we are having another group we can take.
Yeah, we can have another group. And your group, yes? Okay.
So we are taking as a consumer perspective. This is the innovation phase to be, and the washroom price is 10 euro. Since it is a we can take it as an introduction phase. If since whenever we travel, obviously we'll take washroom as a basic need, because if they are if the consumers will go to washroom, definitely the other consumers will also go to the washrooms, and 10 euro will increase from the marketers and companies perspective, because since it is the basic need, everyone will go to the washroom. And in the coffee, it will be in a growing stage, because coffee is also a kind of need. Whenever we travel, we feel dry, and whenever we feel dry, if the company is taking 5 euro, then lots of consumers like us will go within that 5 euro, and then automatically it will grow their business.
Yeah.
And you can explain.
So the initial phase we have seen the tickets were cheaper. It was 2 euros only. That's why people will be willing to take the tickets. But behind that, we can also see that these were extremely pricey. For example, no one is willing to pay 10 euros for extra leg space. Or example, we can take it was given 15 euros for a perfume, or 30 euro for gin tonic, and 42 euros for boarding pass print. It could be printed outside also. And here, as we can see, for $30 was taken for the extra luggage space, and this $30 was for the taxi. So it will be in a declining space, because no one will be willing to pay.
If you willing to pay higher price, definitely it will go in a different phase for a particular product.
Yeah.
And this is the danger phase, and this is the dead phase.
Yeah.
And this is the good phase for it.
Okay, so you want change put it a little bit with the dead face in the bottom here. Yes, I see that. Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
We can take another group.
And we take another group over here. Yes.
Okay, so the idea that we have over here is we believe that the euro that they will be charging for the boarding pass, it's still in a bubble, because that is very absurd.
Yeah.
No one will be willing to pay that. Like, for example, if a customer forgets to bring the boarding pass, you should provide something.
Yeah.
So we believe that will not work out in the long run. And the charge for toilet, I don't think anyone charges 10 euros for toilet. That is also very absurd. And lottery and toilet, I don't think it will stay in the idea stage, it won't go far. Taxi, I think if someone wants to travel like to their destination, they can provide something over here.
Yeah.
They can implement it so that consumers can use their own, like the air taxi itself, and it will be a holistic experience for the consumers. And perfume, I don't think anyone will, like, it's very subjective. Everyone will not go for it. But if we consider the growth phase, pizza, coffee, whiskey, people have it. Consumers will be having it while traveling.
Yeah.
And in the maturity stage, I think the extra baggage and leg space, because wherever you go, those things are there. Like they're a constant source for revenue. And that is also.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Lisa, are you ready?
Yeah.
Lisa, are you ready? Please join. Why are you standing like this? Please join.
So, we have added a sustainable aviation fuel, which can be an idea for sustainability.
Yeah.
From airlines and airports perspective, we are making this. So e-boarding pass will be that one concept, one idea that is like which is for innovation and sustainability, which is for sustainability mainly. It's a concept. And then e-vehicle, which we can implement, and through that we can reduce that pollution, and taxi we can also reduce the taxi fare. If we go for the electric vehicle, then fuel cost can be minimized for the vehicle taxi. So another is we have added these things into growth phase. Pizza, whiskey, and coffee, because these things are growing nowadays in airline and airport. Since these are growing, we can see that duty-free shops are growing in airline and airport industry. So they are earning a lot of revenue from these things nowadays. But earlier people were more concentrated on just like traveling. But nowadays people want luxury. People want something more. They want comfort. So these things can be added to growth business.
Okay.
And then maturity, for this we have added extra baggage, whatever they are charging for extra baggage. Then for extra leg room, these things, because these are our need. Sometimes if we are a traveler, then it's our need to have if that certain amount of weight is more, then we have no other option than to using that extra baggage thing, and then to going for the extra leg room. These are our necessity, and airline are earning money from that thing. So they are taking that one kind of advantage, and this is kind of maturity thing, because we don't, as a customer will not have any other option. The airline will have that added advantage to earn money from that thing.
Okay.
And then printing boarding pass, which is mentioned in a case study. So printing boarding pass is a declining thing nowadays, because no one want to print their boarding pass nowadays, because it's not for their convenience, also a lot of wastage of money. So that is why we have added into declining phase. That's
okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Are we missing any groups? No. There's one group? Okay. Yeah? Oh. No. You just...
The second phase registration just here.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. So either we implemented that what we have in the system on the page, and the main thing is for the first of all the washroom. So washroom is for a general use for everyone in the daily life, and charging the €10 is not fair, I think. If a person is very urgent, but washroom is so it's easier for everyone. So it's a waste of paying for $10. And lottery is a good idea that people always want to try their luck, and they have to, and the gift is it is also like
based on the company perspective, based on the company perspective, gives a good idea, because that will be profitable for the company. And charging extra for weight, that can depend. For students, they can charge. They won't need to charge extra for students or senior citizen or army persons. They can give discount to them.
Okay.
So you're giving the money away to Rainer?
No, I'm just giving the idea. Like that will be here.
Idea to one more.
And that is already implemented in India, na?
Okay.
And,
Yes.
And charging €2 per flight ticket, that might be at some point loss for the company, maybe in future, I don't know.
Yeah.
And for boarding pass, €42 is too much. As nowadays, we are getting digital.
Yes.
So we always download the boarding pass. We don't need to print it.
No.
So €42 for boarding pass is not a good idea, I think. And pizza, coffee, and for whiskey,
Yes.
it depends upon the particular need of the particular person.
Yeah.
If they want to buy it or not.
Yeah.
So that will be a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. That's fantastic. Great. I think we will end up for today, but I have some reflection, and maybe you will feel that I'm a little bit tough here. So, is it okay?
Yeah, honest.
Yeah, but you see, it's very, very important when we do business model innovation, especially also circular and sustainable business model innovation, that we do not, as such, think with the feelings when we do the downloading. So we have to learn that when we are doing the downloading, we have to be in what we call for an objective mode. We have to register, and we should not feel and cry because this is unfair to the customer or to the business. That's important, because what happens if you do that, is that you will get a raw material into the sensing phase, which we are reaching at after the seeing phase, that is not objective. And then you will have it will be like you get a raw material into a factory that is not right. So we need to have the truth. So I'm sorry to say to you that when we are dealing with business modeling, we must pack our feelings into a suitcase and register what is actually going on. And this is why some of the business managers, they get very angry when they come into the process. I have even seen two managers fighting because one discovered that the other one was cheating him in the same business. The other one was pushing bad business over to the other manager. So it's very, very important that we are objective. It's very important that we say which viewpoint have we taken. So this is a major learning I want you to take home for tonight. That really, really think about it, because if you get something in that is not correct. My old professor, sorry about saying this, he said shit in, shit out, which means that if you get bad data into the business model innovation, then you will also get bad business models out on the other side. I don't hope you are offended about this, but this is something that is very important.
I would like to add on something. You can sit down. So,
so you have rightly said that we have to keep our emotions outside. So I'll just share one of the case study that happens in Kurukshetra. I told you yesterday I am from Kurukshetra.
Yes.
So it's a holy city.
Yeah.
So Ola India first time they came to Kurukshetra to launch their taxi services.
Yeah.
So what they thought that first ride should be free, because it's a holy city, people are coming to the Kurukshetra and then going back.
Yeah.
So they made that okay, first of the ride will be free. But what happened? In Kurukshetra we have two central universities. Like one is Kurukshetra University, it's a state university, another one is NIT.
Yeah.
So there are around 10,000 students. So they bought it the first taxi free. And it was a huge losses to the entire Ola, and then they never came back.
Okay.
So yeah, the things happen in India in the same manner. Like,
Yeah. And that is also the same we have seen with some businesses in the green and the circular and the sustainable. They felt with their stomach that they should go into the green, but because their neighbors, they did it, and some of them they hold back because they wanted to analyze what is actually going on and what will happen, and some of those who went first because of the feelings, they didn't make it. They are not anymore existing. It's a cruel world we're living in sometimes. And with these words, I think I'll thank you for today. It has been a great day for me. Thank you, and I hope also for you. Okay. Yes. See you tomorrow.